everyone, this is Suzy Q of Suzy Q's Happy Little Haven, and welcome to my nursery room window. Hi everyone. So it looks like we've caught big boy Benjamin fast asleep on the changing table. He's just had his bottle and he's all tuckered out. But while he's sleeping, I'm going to be changing him into a really super cute, comfortable, soft, warm winter outfit. Because right now, he's still wearing his summer outfit. Now, I wanted to say that Benjamin is the Easton sculpt by Michelle Fagan. And so I'm going to join you over at the changing table in just a few moments, and I'll show you what I'm going to be changing him into. See you there. Hi everyone. So I'm back with Big Boy Benjamin, and I'm trying this video from a different angle because he is really a big boy. I just got done measuring his length, and I measured it from the top of his head, and then I took a measuring tape and I kind of skimmed it along the length of his body to his toes, and he measured approximately 24 inches. So yeah, he's a big boy, and he wears a size, he's a solid size 6 months. And so sometimes he can wear a 3 to 6, sometimes he can wear a 6, but he's a solid 6 months size baby. And so anyway, I'll show you what I'm going to be changing him into, and I think it's really cute for this winter. And like I said, he's got his darling little summer suit on and he looks really cute in it, but you know, we are having super cold weather, and so I wanted to change him out. But anyway, he's going to be wearing this sweatshirt over everything. It's got it's sort of like a light blue, like a sky blue, and it's mixed in with this nice color of like a medium brown. And this is by Old Navy, and this is a size 3 to 6 months. And you know, this is really super cute. It's got this little elephant applique on there, and these cute little pockets on the side, and it just really looks like a little boy outfit to me. And then this came with these little pants, and you know, it's trimmed with the same pretty medium brown. Got this little tie in the front, and it's got this little pocket in the back. And then underneath all of that is going to be, this is a Carter size 6 months, and it is like a light brown and white striped onesie. So that's going to look really cute underneath. Now this outfit actually came with Benjamin in his box opening. And so actually I didn't have to buy very many outfits for this little guy because his previous owner you know, had purchased a lot of clothes for him. He's got a nice little wardrobe. So, but I did buy this for him this summer, which is super cute. And you know, it makes him look sort of like, my mom used to use this term, Little Lord Fauntleroy. And I don't even know who Little Lord Fauntleroy is, but she used to use that term whenever a little boy was all dressed kind of fancy and stuff, you know. And so I'll use that term today, but I think this looks super cute on him. And so I'm going to go ahead and take his bottle away. And this nice bottle came with him as well. It's a Mam bottle, and it also has this nice cap. And this is not milk or fabric softener. This is that fluff that is you know, stuffed inside the Reborn dolls, and it looks like real milk inside. This was the first time that I saw this technique, and I really thought it was awesome. So and it's also got this little picture up. I'm sorry you guys, I'm trying to get used to the camera where it is, but it's got this little fox and this little bluebird on a swing. So I'll put this over here. And this is the shoes that I'm going to be putting on him today, and they're super cute. They're like a gray flannel, and then with the brown, and they Velcro. The straps Velcro. So there they are, and then these brown socks. So I thought those would look really cute. Now, speaking of the shoes and other things that well, I'm going to go ahead and get this little guy changed. And anyway, speaking of the shoes and outfits and things like that, I wanted to say that there's a lot of times that you know, that I make mistakes in saying, you know, who gifted an outfit, or who gifted shoes, just because I try to write, I write everything down, you know, as much as I possibly can, that I remember to, but in some cases I haven't written down, especially for the shoes, and I make mistakes. And so what I was going to say is, you know, if you happen to see an outfit or a pair of shoes that that you've gifted me that I didn't mention, you know, that it was you, or I made a mistake, if you would please let me know. That way I can correct my my notes, or even add to my notes, because at my age, for me, it's an age thing. I didn't used to have a bad short-term memory, but I do now, and so yeah, and I apologize in advance for any mistakes that I make that way. In fact, in my last video, I forgot to mention, you know, Carrie of Carrie's Little Cuties, you know, the Tink twins that I brought on, she actually reborn little man Charlie, you know, Tiffany Rose's little twin brother. She reborn him, and then she gifted him to me, you guys. And I don't think that I mentioned that. I did mention about Nanny Freya and Little Dibs Jr. that she gifted, you know, she reborn them and gifted them to me. But I think that I forgot about little man Charlie, telling you that. And I always like to give credit where credit is due. And I just want to say too, you know, Carrie did not mention that at all. She would never ever say anything like that, you know, like say, oh, you forgot to mention me. And no, she's very, very modest, and just has a huge heart. And but I wanted to make sure that you knew, you know, how awesome of a reborn artist she is. So yeah. And oh, the other thing that I forgot to mention with the preemie twins was it was Tilly. You know, Tilly was the one that had gifted the cute little matching PJs for Tiffany Rose and little man Charlie, and I forgot to mention that. And Tilly didn't say, you know, anything to me like, oh, you forgot to mention blah blah blah. I remembered afterwards, and so Tilly, I apologize. But anyway, like I said, my memory is just not good these days, and but you know, I've learned how to deal with it. I make notes, and you know, I totally want everyone to let me know, you know, if I make a mistake, because I like to know too, you know. Everything is a learning experience for me. So I wanted to also mention Annetta. Annetta has, she had done a video that she requested one of her baby dolls to be, you know, she said if you have a request for any of my baby dolls to be, you know, shown on video, to let her know. And so I said, yeah, you know, I'd love to have you bring Gwendolyn on. And then when she brought Gwendolyn on, I just happened to notice, isn't this a cute little bib, you guys? I'll tell you in a minute who what the brand name of this is. I've forgotten right now, speaking of that. But anyway, I asked her to bring Gwendolyn on, and she recently brought Gwendolyn on, and I happened to notice that Gwendolyn's face, or like especially the mouth area, reminded me kind of my my big boy Benjamin. The way that the little the lips are pursed and the little chin and everything. And so then I told Annetta that I would, if she wanted, I would bring Big Boy Benjamin on. And so she said, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, she would like that. So I'm bringing Big Boy Benjamin on for you, Annetta, so that you can see. Now you can make up your own mind. I think that your Gwendolyn is is a beautiful, much beautiful baby than this little guy, because he's a boy, he's a handsome little man. But her Gwendolyn is actually the Remy Ashton sculpt by Cassie Brace, and so this little guy is the Easton sculpt by Michelle Fagan. So two different sculpts, two different artists. But, I just noticed not a huge resemblance, but just kind of like a vague resemblance. And Annetta, you'll have to let me know if you think so too. So let me see what the label says in this outfit. At the time I knew who this was, but let me see. See if I can figure this out. Oh, this is I should have known. This is Petite Amie. And so yeah, Petite Amie makes these style of outfits for both boys and girls, and I should have known just by looking at it, but I really wanted to make sure first. So, and he's got this really nice light blue onesie on underneath, and I love this on him. But I'm gonna go ahead and change him out so that you can. Whoops. I'm losing shoes over here, so that you can see what his body looks like too. He's full arms and full legs, and I don't, this is a sculpt that I don't see very often on YouTube, and so I thought maybe also that you would all be interested in seeing what his sculpts look like. Yeah. He is like an awesome size. I love the size of baby. I don't know. I love the the chunkiness, and he's got all the right rolls in all the right places, and he's just an adorable baby boy. I'll tell you what, I fell in love with him when I first saw him. He's got an awesome head. He's been just his hair is awesome. He's been rooted to look like a real baby's head. And I don't know the artist who did this. Unfortunately, I don't know. I would love to know, because that artist did a fantastic job. I got him from eBay, and I am the third mommy, and he didn't come with any paperwork. In fact, I think that I had to look him up to see what sculpt he was, and as it turns out, yeah, I wasn't looking for the Easton sculpt when I was on eBay. I just happened to see him and fell in love. So yeah, he's got this nice diaper on. I'm going to go ahead and leave it on. I'm just going to readjust it. It's a Huggies diaper. Yeah, it's a Huggies diaper. So I wanted to talk about something else, you guys, that I found very interesting. A while ago I told you that I've been watching the Leave It to Beaver show, and I've been looking up a few things about it because I've really enjoyed it. And so that show started in, the first season began in 1957 in October. And in 1957, I was 3 years old. And so, this is the reason why I want to watch the show, and I'm so enthralled with it, because it's a show that shows, what the ladies used to dress like in those days, what the men used to dress like, what the children used to dress like. And it's amazing to me how dressy everybody used to be, whenever they, just being at home, dressing up for dinner, dressing up just to go to an outdoor thing, the kids would wear like suits and ties, and you know, the mom would be all fancy with a hat, and the dad would be all suit and ties and everything. And that's really the way, I guess that's the way that people dressed back in the early 50s, like that, you know. So to me, that show has been super, super interesting to see how they dress, what you know, was going on in those days in the way of oh, the trends. You know, they all ate breakfast, lunch, and dinner together. There was one thing, though, that I found very, very, very interesting, and that is they, in those days, and I remember these days, and I don't know if you guys do, in those days, you know, spankings, they gave spankings, you know, and children were, I watched this one show last night, children were encouraged to, not children, but little boys, you know, if somebody hit them, you know, they were encouraged to hit them back and, you know, protect themselves and all this stuff. And, but you know, I do remember the days of getting, you know, of having spankings and, things like that, but things have really, really changed a lot throughout the years. You know, spankings are no longer tolerated. You know, now it's time. You know, you give your children time out, or you take something from them as for punishment, that type of thing. You know, and but it just amazed me because of the way that the trend is now with punishments. Back then, punishments were like you would spank them, you know, and like I said, you know, I was always a goody two shoes. Now, do I have the pants pulled up in the back? Oh my goodness sakes! I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there, you guys. But anyway, yeah. That was the form of punishment back then, and I do remember that. But I was like a goody two shoes, and I didn't get in trouble and have spankings and all that, you know. But my brothers and sisters, I'll tell you what, they sure did, and so I do, you know, remember those days. But yeah, I just I've always been a goody two shoes, and I guess it's because. You know, I watched what was going on with my siblings, and I didn't want any part of that. No siree. So what do you think, you guys? He's looking really cute in this. The reason I like this brown on him is because of his gorgeous brown hair. I think he's got really gorgeous brown hair. So I think I might just leave it open a little bit like that. Let me see. Let me just fiddle with it for a minute and see. Maybe like that, huh? And then he's got his little hoodie right here. Yeah, he's such a sweetheart. A little kitty is right there. Let's go ahead and put his shoes and socks on. So yeah, the Leave It to Beaver show. So last night I watched the last of season 6. There were 6 seasons. It went from, I don't remember if I told you this, it went from 1957 to 1963. And so I was 3 years old when it started, and I was 9 years old when it ended. And it was really, really, it's been really, really cool. I watched, like I said, I watched the last season last night, and then now I'm starting over was season 1 in 1957. So, in fact, I've actually watched a couple of the 1957 shows, and I'm up to the point of where I started originally watching. And so the rest of the shows are going to be reruns, but I don't mind watching reruns because I enjoy this show so much. It's just, you know, Beaver is really cute. I like how, you know, Beaver's brother, Wally, you know, always wants to teach him and guide him in the right way. And, you know, sometimes he'll Wally would tell his brother, "Oh, you're just being a little creep," or something like that. Back in those days, it's funny too the language that they used. Um, one of the funniest things that they would say, I mean, to me anyway, is they would call each other a big rat. And it's like, what? Really? That's, they would say, like, leave it to Beaver. Beaver would say, rat, 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 to his brother or to whoever. And that's supposed to really hurt somebody's feelings, I guess, calling him a rat. But, yeah, I mean, it's just those kind of funny little quirky things that I enjoy, seeing, the dinner table totally got, really pretty dishes and silverware, and, the mom is always cooking. Every time the kids come home, she's either cooking or cleaning, or, she didn't do anything outside the house, back in those days it was, excuse me, I'm looking for the brush here. Back in those days it was, being a housewife. So, and I was fortunate enough to be able to be a housewife when I was growing my kids up in the early 70s. I got to stay home and raise the kids, and so yeah, I feel really fortunate about that. But yeah, there he is, you guys. And Netta, what do you think of his little face versus Gwendolyn? Do you think that he kind of sort of looks like little Gwendolyn, or anyway, yeah, let me know what you think. And I like this little guy with the pacifier. Now, I normally don't put pacifiers on my babies, but this one, for some reason, I just think that he looks adorable with his pacifier. So I'm going to go ahead and leave his pacifier back in. And here's his little bottle. So what do you think of the way that the camera is faced, you guys? Do you like this? And, did it work out well for you? Let me know in the comments what you think. But there he is, and there's his cute little shoes and his little outfit. So anyway, everyone, thank you so much for joining me. It's always fun getting to bring one of my babies on to show you. And it's the weekend, so have a wonderful rest of your weekend. And until we meet again, bye-bye from me and Big Boy Benjamin. Bye-bye.